Welcome all. In this lecture, we will discuss about elementary signals. Elementary signals or touch signals are the basic building block signals, basic signals by which we can create the complex signals. The complex signals will be the combination of these touch signals. So first one is unit step function. So a unit step function represented by u of t can be defined as u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, 0 for t less than 0. This is the function of unit step function. So if you are plotting this function, it will be like this. There will be no value up to t equal to 0 in negative side, and for t equal to 0 it will be 1, and for t greater than or equal to 0, t greater than 0 it will be 1. So it will be like this. It is called unit since the amplitude is 1. Next one is unit ramp function. So unit ramp function r of t is defined as t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So if you are plotting it, it will be like this. It will be 0 for negative t, and for t greater than or equal to 0 it is t itself. Okay, so at t equal to 0, r of t equal to t, so it becomes 0. At t equal to 1, r of t is t, that is 1, become 1. At t equal to 2, r of t is t, so become 2. Means it is slope is 1. Okay, same value of that of t will be r of t. Slope will be 1. It will be linearly increasing. So again here also the amplitude is 1, so it is called unit. Then we can have some relations between unit ramp function and unit step function. So we have unit step function as u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So if you are looking here, the only difference between these two are, here it is t and here it is 1. Means if you are multiplying u of t by t, become here t and here 0. So it become r of t. So r of t is equal to t into u of t. Then next, again, suppose you are differentiating r of t. Differentiating r of t means d by dt of t here and d by dt of 0 here. So d by dt of t is 1 and 0 is 0. So it become u of t. Means d by dt of r of t means it become u of t, or u of t is equal to d by dt of r of t, differential of r of t. And reverse we can write as r of t is equal to integral of u of t. So these are the relation between ramp function and step function. Next is unit parabolic function. So unit parabolic function is defined as p of t is equal to t square by 2 for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. And if you are plotting this function, it will be like this. When for negative side it is 0, for t equal to 0 it is t square by 2, 0 square by 2, 0. Then for 1, 1 square by 2, 1 by 2. Then for 2, 2 square by 2, that is 4 by 2, again 2, like that. It will be a parabolic curve. Again, if you are looking here, we have u of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So if you are looking here, we can say that here if you are multiplying u of t by t square by 2, it become here t square by 2 and here 0. So it become p of t. So means p of t is equal to t square by 2 into u of t. Also ramp function is r of t is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So if you are looking here, say if you are differentiating p of t, means you have to differentiate t square by 2 for this time period. So differential of t square by 2 is 2t by 2. So that is t. and here 0. So it become r of t. So differential of p of t is r of t. So r of t is equal to d by dt of p of t. So in order to obtain this relation, we are taking here, defining the parabolic function as t square by 2. We are taking by 2. Though it is a unit parabolic function, we are taking the amplitude as 1 by 2 in order to obtain this relation. And if you are taking the reverse of this, p of t is equal to integral r of t. Okay. So, but we have the relation u of t is equal to d by dt of r of t. So using these two, we can obtain as u of t is equal to d square by dt square of p of t. Okay. So reverse we can take as p of t is equal to double integral of u of t. So these are the relations with the parabolic function. Next one is impulse function, unit impulse function. So an impulse function means, an impulse function is a high value function. Impulse means a high value in a short time. Okay, a high value means a very high value, approximate to infinity. Okay, infinity in a short time, like this, delta of t. Impulse function is delta of t. At a time t equal to 0, a very small time instant, it has a high value and all other values are 0. That is the impulse function. It is only occurring at a time instant. So it is very hard to represent. So we can approximate like this, a very high value at a time instant only a time instant. So it is very difficult to directly write the mathematical equation. So consider for that, in order to arrive a definition, consider this function d of t, where this is a rectangular, this length is delta and this length is, amplitude is 1 by delta. All other values are 0. For all other values of t is 0. So according to the definition of delta of t only occur at t equal to 0, but a high value, an infinity value. So in order to get this impulse function from this, we can do an approximation that del tends to 0. If here del tends to 0 means, this del tends to 0 means this become here only at t equal to 0. This line become here. Okay. So only at delta becomes 0 means this become at only up to this point, and 1 by delta becomes infinity. Means we can say mathematically del of this impulse function is actually a approximation of this function with del tends to 0. We can say that del of t is equal to limit del tends to 0 d of t. This is d of t, a simple function. This length is delta and amplitude is 1 by delta. So by definition of impulse function is having magnitude only at t equal to 0, and it is a high value, infinity. So if you are putting del tends to 0 or del equal to 0 here, this line become here only here, only value will be at here only, t equal to 0, this become here, and 1 by delta becomes infinity. So del of t, we can answer limit del tends to 0, this function d of t. And again say integral of del of t, this function. Integral of del of means the area under the curve. Okay, so area under the curve means we can take this function also and put del equal to 0. So here the area is this side delta and this side 1 by delta. So delta and 1 by delta is 1. So we can say that area under curve of impulse function is 1, or integral minus infinity to infinity delta of t dt, del of t dt is equal to 1. So now we can define the impulse function as for all values where t not equal to 0, the function is 0. And integral minus infinity infinity L of t dt is 1. So by this we can define the impulse function. Or another definition is this one, del of t is infinity for t equal to 0. At this point it is infinity, and for all other values of t it is 0, value is 0. And for representation we are representing like this. It occurs only value at t equal to 0, all other values are 0, only at t equal to 0, and that value is very high, and this 1 means the area of this, it is 1. Okay, area of that curve under the curve is 1, that is represented by this one, value is very high, infinity. So that is about impulse function. Next one is sinusoidal function. We know that x of t is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. So we will be represent, if you are plotting, it will be like this. It will be having a phi means it is a phase angle. It should be noted that it is a function of t, and omega is the angular velocity, or t is equal to time equal to 2 pi by omega. So it will be a sinusoidal waveform. A is the amplitude. Next one is exponential wave function. X of t is equal to a e raised to alpha t. So t is the variable, a and alpha are constants. Again, so for plotting we have to select alpha. If alpha is 0, it will be a constant, a e raised to 0 a itself, constant value a. If alpha is positive, greater than 0, it will be a growing exponential. It will be growing exponential. And if alpha is negative, if it is alpha is less than 0, it will be a decaying exponential term. So these all are the elementary signals. So we have defined these signals in continuous signal, x of t, t as the variable. So now we can discuss the elementary discrete signals. Firstly, the same unit step function. So for continuous we have defined like this. So in continuous case the value will be at each instant, at every instant. But in case of discrete it will be only having some instant, n equal to 1, like that. So u of n is equal to 1 for n greater than or equal to 0. So it will be occurring only instants 0, 1, 2, 3. The value is 1. Up to 0, up to negative values it will be 0, like this, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc., etc. It will be 0, and 0 from 0 onwards it will be 1, that is 1, and it will be only some instance. Next one is unit ramp function. For continuous case this was the case, and for discrete case it will be discretized. Okay, at 0, up to 0 it is 0, and say n equal to 1, the value is n, so 1, n equal to 2 value is n, so 2, n equal to 3 value is 3, like that. So we can plot like this discrete ramp signal. And discrete parabolic function, for continuous case it was like this. In discrete case it will be n square by 2, and it will be 0, up to 0 it will be 0 for n less than 0, and this 0, 0 by 2, 1, 1 by 2, 2, 2 square by 2, it is 2, 3, 3 square by 2, like that. Okay, it will be a discretized parabolic signal. Okay. Next one is impulse function. So for impulse function in time continuous case, this was the definition: integral minus infinity delta of t dt equal to 1, that is area equal to 1, and delta of t is equal to 0. The amplitude was infinity. But in case of discrete case, it is del of n is equal to 1 for n equal to 0, 0 for n not equal to 0. This has some difference. Okay, here the value is 1, here this area is 1. Okay, so in case of discrete impulse function signal, to occur only at n equal to 0, all other n has value as 0, only n equal to 0, and but the value is 1. Next one is sinusoidal function, a sin omega n plus phi, instead of t, omega n. it will be like this only at discrete or instance. So these are the elementary signals. Okay, unit step function, ramp function, parabolic function, impulse function, sinusoidal function. So by this we can wind up this session. Thank you.